Hey folks, this is Far Future Marstead, May 23rd, 2020. I'm recording this. As you're seeing here, I'm doing more filling of water jugs at TwitchCon, so I had no microphone, and I just kind of left notes for myself of when to come in and add some commentary. So all the commentary you're about to hear is going to be recorded after the fact, just be announcing level ups, that sort of a thing. I'll try to fast forward this as much as possible because you can already get the idea of what filling water jugs looks like. Thanks. Oh, and there will be a quest later in this episode, I promise. All right, so I left a note here. This is the halfway point on filled water jugs to get to 95. With an average of 2,000 jugs filled per hour, it would require 9.5 total hours to get 40,000 total jugs from 0. No spoilers, but I think it was around this point where I started to realize that taking cooking to 95 wasn't really worth it, that I could simply take it to 90 and then boost to 95. So I don't think I get, I'm pretty sure I don't get that many water jugs. I get enough to get to 90 and stop. All right, my note here says filling jugs. Goal is to get to 75 cooking. I think I was basically done with water jugs at TwitchCon, and I decided I could get some cooking levels real fast because, you know, it's pretty quick and you've seen it before. I'm just planning on writing down the timestamps of when I hit cooking levels in order to announce them as I would if I had access to a microphone. I wanted to figure out if there was enough time for grapes to restock while making wine, like hop a bunch of worlds, make a bunch of wine, and then go and try to buy the grapes back. It turned out there was not enough time. It takes quite a bit of time indeed for grapes to restock on worlds, so that ended up not working out. Cooking 72. Cooking 73. $74 cooking. Cooking 75, and that's the end of my recording from TwitchCon. After this, you're going to hear the original audio recorded at my actual home workstation with my normal microphone. I'll see you around. Enjoy. Howdy, folks. I'm back from TwitchCon. You've been hearing my voice through the last bit of things of filling water jugs and leveling cooking, but that was all something that I've redubbed after the fact. So this is my first time actually sitting back at my computer and talking in front of a microphone. TwitchCon went well. Panel went well. I did spend a little bit more time at TwitchCon just checking to see if it had changed too much from what I remembered, but pretty much what I remembered. Kind of, doesn't know if it wants to be a trade show or a fun for consumers show like PAX. But we did about 8 hours of water jug filling and cooking leveling. So here's what's going on with the plan right now. We have tons of time left in this episode, so we still have time to do quests. I'd like to go back, now that Recipe for Disaster is complete, which I'm super pumped about finishing that. I would like to do Medium Diary quests again. That's One Small Favor, Eyes of Glaufrey, Spirits of the Elid, and Enakhra's Lament. Also getting Woodcutting to 61. Since I'm back from TwitchCon, I need to do some stream work, so woodcutting is probably going to happen at some point in this episode. I probably already mentioned in the overdub, but this is actually me sitting down and recording the overdub. I'm probably going to do like a year from now when I publish this video. But I probably already mentioned in the overdub that the restock rate on grapes is not great. If I run through all of the servers in quick succession, I can get like 700, 750 grapes. So to get grapes, I'm going to have to treat it like agility, where I'm going to have to be getting it, 1 or 2 times per session. So we're going to open with me buying grapes on every possible server, and then I think I'm going to go do some fermentic diaries, and then we're going to do quests that are necessary for diaries. So One Small Favor is one that I have to do soon. Like, my bank situation is not good. I'm 9 items away from maxing out my bank. So I don't think it's going to be one small favor this session. We have about 4.5 hours left in the session, this episode, but next episode for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward here as I buy another set of like 700 grapes, and then after that's done, we'll be back and we'll do some of these desert quests, so Spirits of the Elid and Enakhra's Lament. And then at some point we'll take a break and do Woodcutting 61, or work towards Woodcutting 61. Okay, see ya. Alright, grape gathering is done. I did the math earlier, and I think we need to do something like 30 total trips through all 100 or so servers in order to have enough grapes to get to 90 cooking, and it's like 50 or so total trips to get to 95. And that was from 0, that was from starting at 70, so we've already accomplished a lot of that at PAX, or some number of those trips. I keep saying PAX at TwitchCon. Anyway, let's go do some woodcutting real quick. I was going to pop right into a quest, but I need to get some of this stream stuff taken care of. I'm having some surprise issues with my voting system. So I'm going to pop over to work on that for a minute. And we'll be back with stream stuff. Be back with Desert Medium Diary quests, Spirits of the Elid, and Enakhra's Lament. So see you in a bit. I'm going to see if we can get to at least 60 woodcutting. 61 would be great. So the problem I'm dealing with this morning, the reason we're woodcutting now instead of doing a medium diary or some questing, is that you might only follow this RuneScape playthrough, you might not follow the live stream, but I have this cool voting system where people can cast votes for games and chat, and it saves that to a text file that's on Google Drive, and then my Google Sheets pull all the values in the text file and then sorts them based on which game has the most votes. It's like the only way I can get Twitch chat to talk to Google Sheets is basically what I need to happen. And it seems like over the weekend while I was at TwitchCon, Google broke the function that I use to pull in data from text files. There used to be a limit of like 100 things that you could pull in one sheet, and they've reduced that to like 10 things you could pull in one sheet. And there's a couple of people, like, of course they didn't announce this change, first of all, and it's such an obscure use case that I can only find a couple threads that have no upvotes of people complaining about it, and Google's like impossible to contact. This basically breaks a really core stream system for me, so I'm scrambling trying to fix it. Woodcutting is something that I can do while I'm scrambling trying to fix it. I think there's like this and a couple other skills that I have left over. I have some kludgy fixes I'm going to try to work on. We are definitely going to fit in a couple of those desert quests before the episode's over. We might skip the Frenetic Medium Diary for this episode, but we'll probably get it in next episode. Once those medium diaries are done, I think for the most part the hard diaries are not really tenable. They're not worth pursuing. So I'm not going to stress out too much there. I got a use seed from that bird's nest. The hard diaries, the skill requirements are too high, so we'll probably stop at medium and then just go full force on quests for the quest cape. Covering a lot of inventory slots here by just redepositing seeds. This was when I got really nervous about prayer potions and stole those Ranar seeds, temporarily deposited seeds over here since they couldn't get to my seed vault. So I think in the future, if we're robbing a master farmer, it's got to be the one in the farming guild so we can use the seed vault. Otherwise, I don't want to leave this many slots available in the bank. Another bird's nest with a banana tree seed. That's cool. Ooh, hard clue nest. That's cool. Hopefully I don't get to a step that gets stuck on again like last time. Martin Thwaite and the Rogue Staff. Okay. Finish pretty close to 60 woodcutting here, so I'll go ahead and wrap that up. And we'll go do this hard clue. Maybe do some questing after that. Woodcutting 60. It's a good point to take a break. I'll finish out this inventory, and then we'll go. Now cut yew trees, so that's neat. So I'm up to 703 mahogany logs cut. That's kind of cool. Should see how much construction XP that's potentially worth. Probably not going to be very happy with it. Mahogany plank. Okay, that's actually not so bad. How about 60? Okay, it would get us to 60 construction if we turn it all into planks. Now, it would be expensive. I think it's like... How much per plank? 1,500 coins each, Jesus Christ. 605 times 1,500, 907,000 gold. I wanted to pop construction level by turning these into planks. It is a gold sink. We'll do some gang busting at some point. Some more planks that way. Okay, we have 3 hours left in the episode. I need to do a quest. Let's do one of these desert quests. Spirits of the Elid. I need runes and other things. I need to buy more law runes. I might do that real quick before we progress here. Runes, needle and thread, light source, knife and a rope, pickaxe, bow and arrows. Do I still have arrows? I may have sold some. Do still have some steel arrows. Oh, if I've got the secateurs, I should deposit them all in here. It's a farming level I need to go in here. 60 something? 65. Okay, then I need a crush weapon, a stab weapon, and a slash weapon. Rune. Stab, stab, crush, stab. Might be good enough. Let me see though. So I can get slash and stab out of the scimitar, right? Slash, slash, stab, slash. Is there a list of crush weapons, I wonder? I'll use a spear for it, which is kind of crazy. A rune spear, right? I guess pound. Interesting. That should be good enough then. Probably want some food. Desert clothing. Water skins. Right, I cashed in my desert clothing. Water skins are probably fine. I don't think I spend that much time outside. Barrow's gloves. Get hype. I'm excited about that at least. Really got to admire the Barrow's gloves. They don't look that cool. I guess they just match the look of the Barrow's gear if you ever get around to doing that. I think that should be everything. Well, I guess we want some food too. And water skins. Hopefully that'll do. I go buy some law runes and add them to my shopping list here. Narda. Huh. Thought this would take me to Narda. It doesn't. Weird. I don't think I have an easy path over there. Other than to use the fairy ring. I guess I'll just do the fairy ring. Now I know. Buy my law runes that I need while I'm over here. 600. Hold my document. Start moving towards the fairy ring, I guess. 1,800 law runes purchased. Thanks. Still not competitive with chaos runes at 7,400, but I probably don't need the spear because I probably have crush damage on the Drahman staff, but you know, whatever. So we already started this quest when we were passing through. The basic idea was that there's some kind of curse over this town that prevents them from having water. So we need to talk to people here. We already talked to the mayor to start the quest. Speak to Gazlor the Elder. This dude. Good day to you. Trying to find out the cause of the town's curse. Something which no one but the gods and the river spirits seem to know. What are river spirits? Guardians of the source of the river Elid. I know of our curse, seeing as it's related to water we bring from the river. Nothing happens on the river that they don't know about. Would it be possible for me to find these spirits and ask them what's going on? Spirits are something which no one from here has seen in a good long time, certainly not in my lifetime, or in my grandfather's lifetime. Most of the younger people of the town don't even remember that the spirits even exist. I have something somewhere that may be of interest to you. It is the Ballad of Jarish. This tells of a previous quest trying to find the spirits. Cool. Oh. Clad in all their robes for she, we traveled north expediently. To beseech the guardians we were sent. So to the river source we went. Through the cave we had to travel, there was mystery to unravel. We came upon a great stone door, but our priestess knew the score. She used the great ancestral key, this ancestral key, passed through very easily. 3 great men all hewn of rock, 3 small chambers they did block. First, all made of rock quite black, fighting men went to attack. They went with arrow, blade, and spell, but the man they could not fell. Many men did fall that day, while others turned and ran away. I had little hope at all, I watched my kinsmen fall. My war hammer I boldly heft, struck a blow, which while was deft, should give scant harm to one so strong, or so I thought, nay, I was wrong. The rockmen fell down with a crash, and sent up clouds of dust and ash. Okay, so this is the clue that you need different kinds of damage to get past this. I'm gonna get up real quick and grab a soda. Shirati the Custodian, trying to find out the cause of this town's curse. The moral standards of the town lately, I'm hardly surprised. What have they been up to? Not something like you would understand. Oh, great. What's that key on display? Very valuable artifact. Keep your hands off it. Just want to know what it did. Key of the holy chambers of the great and mighty spirits of the Elid. It's staying right there. We'll already meddle too much with the affairs of the shrines. That's what I need telekinetic crab for. That's kind of cool. I like that quests actually require that spell. Nice. Covered in fine nothing. Torn robe top. Torn robe bottoms. Mend the robes. Into the waterfall at the source of the river Elid on the east bank. All the way up here in the hunter area. If it is, I'll just warp and take the... Yeah, it's by the hunter area. Okay. Save myself some desert time. There's a waterfall. It's cool. I love secret waterfall things. Use your rope on the root above the waterfall to enter. That's so fucking cool. I love shit like that. Spirit of Elid. Song unlocked. The robes on. What else do we need? Let's see. Sure ways you should see. Black Golem guarding the northeast room is weak against Crush. Right, because this is a 2-handed weapon. I didn't think about that. Hey, I actually poisoned it at some point. Golem disappears, will be back to defend his door. I have to use a bow and arrow to hit this thing here. Nice. Hear the whir of machinery. Slashing attacks are next. Clear the water channel with your pickaxe. Cool. Yes. The last one's weak against stab. Alright, last thing. Use your thieving skills, remove the block without triggering the spikes. Nice. Thieving. I like it. If you clear all 3 channels, go north through the remaining door. Talk to the spirits. Oh, you can fish here. Wonder what you fish for. Neri, Tiri, and Halleck. Brings you to our domain. It's been a long time since we've seen any of your kind. Not even one of the desert peoples. How do you finish each other's sentences like that? Come as an emissary from the people of Arda. The fountain is dried up, and the water they bring from the river dries up. What advice can you give? Yes, indeed, we who have withheld their water from them. It's due to the death of the Cerdominus priest, as the townspeople think? No, that was also our doing. He did not respect our ways and the ways of the desert. He did not respect the ways of the Elidinus. He came preaching the ways of Cerdomin, which is all well and good, but he also turned them down from the path of the desert gods. Elidinus was allied with Cerdomin many ages past. Cerdominus made us even gave us those golems you met, this diplomatic gesture. This is an outrage. Is there anything they can do to get the fountain working again? Cerdominus priest persuaded the people of Nordau to throw away a statue of Elidinus that was in the temple. As long as I don't have that image to pray to, I must consider them turned away from her and the curse shall stand. Interesting. Talking to the mayor. What's up, dude? You made any progress? Tuning of the water spirits at the source of the river. I wasn't sure if they weren't some old wives' tale. Why would they do such a thing? Did you by any chance throw away a statuette of the goddess Elidinus recently? Priest of Cerdomin said we should get rid of that. Become followers of Cerdomin and therefore we wouldn't need it. Spirits killed him for imparting that piece of advice about the statuette. Gasps! Sound was brought about by Elidinus and the promise that its people would follow her. People here have been waning in their belief of Elidinus for a while. Casting away the statue was the final straw. It's a very convincing priest. He worked many wonders. He prayed hard enough he became impervious to arrows. Oh, that's easy. I can pray to protect myself from arrows too. Nice. Where'd you throw the statue at? There's a strange crevice in the desert to the west. We threw it down there. Worth a look anyway. Doesn't give us our water back. Maybe it'll calm Shirati down. She was not pleased at it being thrown away, and she's been grumpy ever since. Is there a bank here? Yes. Okay. While you're here, take the mare's shoes from beside the door and use your knife on them to remove the soles. What? That's fucking crazy. Are they serious? Why? That's so specific. Okay, hold on. I have my light source. I'm not going to get eaten alive by bugs. Use your rope on the crevice. There's a lot of snakes. A level at least. Why did it have to be snakes? Hey, it's a genie. Mighty and powerful genie. Why do you come here? Speak now, or I have to think of something exceedingly nasty to do to you. After a statue that was thrown down here. Someone did drop a statue on my head recently. Very nice workmanship. Looks quite old and valuable. I'm surprised someone threw it away. Accept it as a gift, as they clearly respect my terrible power. And make a deal for it. Give you the valuable statue in return for... How about I give you the statue in exchange for the soul of the mayor of Narda? Isn't that a little harsh? Wouldn't have said so. Seems personally reasonable. How am I meant to remove someone's soul? Souls are very easy to remove with just a knife. That's delightful. I love it. So you could figure it out that way. It's a fun joke. Here's the statuette. Why do you need part of Osa's footwear anyway? I'm sure that a lot of the most powerful beings are collecting souls these days. I haven't really got many yet, though. Nice. Can I take his lamp? Hey, get your hands off my house. Grant me a wish. All genies are goody two-shoes who go around granting wishes. Something my pathetic brother does to make people like him, but that's not my style. So he's the brother of the random event genie. The evil and scary genie. You seem quite scary. Put a lot of effort into my terrifying this. Probably this thing. Hey! Can't see it because it's being obscured, but I got a lot of prayer XP. Let me see if I can reset some of the early ones here. There we go. Use of the shrine to pray at 8,000 prayer XP, 1,000 thieving, 1,000 magic. Close to 63 thieving, close to 54 prayer. Ooh. It's a full heal, and it temporarily increases your max health. That's pretty cool. Looks like it restores run energy and prayer. Oh man, if I could get here quickly, that would be great. You eventually do something like that in your play-your-own house, but it's like super high level. And the water's back. Neat. Let's see. I need to have not max prayer to get a diary for praying at this thing, I guess. There we go. How's the medium diary looking? So I need to do Enakhra's Lament. I could maybe go ahead and knock that one out too. I'm so happy about finishing Recipe for Disaster. I didn't really celebrate enough while recording because it was so close to my deadline. But it's very impressive that we did all of those prerequisites. This game is among other things, it's a project management game, which is kind of fun. I used to be a project manager. Let's see. Enakhra's Lament requires 50 crafting, 45 fire making, 43 prayer, 39 magic, 45 mining. That all sounds simple enough. Bandit Camp is where the quest starts. So I guess I'll go to Shantae Pass and do some banking. I might have to go on a quick trek to collect some items, though. I guess he goes to Palavnich, and then that one goes to Shantae. Let's do that. Oh, now this carpet can go to Narda. Maybe are there 2 carpets here? There are 2 carpets here. That was my mistake before. Shoot. Alright. So I think I'm going to go to Shantae Pass, head over to the bank, and then just take a short break. Still have another 2.5 hours left, so plenty of time. And we're coming up on episode 50. It's a milestone. I think it's going to be more than 500 hours. I projected 450 to 500. Especially if I'm going to be wasting a lot of time doing Cooking 95. 8 hours alone just to fill all the water jugs. God. Okay, I'll be back in a few seconds. Hey, we're back. We're going to do that hard clue here soon, but I'd like to knock out the other quests. So, Enakhra's Lament requires the following. Well, let's deposit my other stuff real quick. Wow, that's lucky. I had exactly the right kinds of logs. Good on me for being a hoarder. Make it a soft clay, right? A bucket of water. I could probably do it at the water source though, right? I thought there was a water source here. Maybe they sell it or something. Can I do it with a watering can, I wonder? Can't use one of my jugs. I have only in exactly the right number of jugs. Let me see if Shantae sells it. There we go. Bowl of water. Perfect. Coal. I don't need a light source anymore. This anymore. Crumble Undead, Earth, Air, and Chaos Runes. I don't really need food for this. Save myself some inventory slots. Don't need nature runes or fire runes. Do want fire runes for teleporting purposes later though. Buy some desert robe. Looks like I'm in the desert a lot here. Save myself a spot and equip the pickaxe. Should be good. It's kind of crazy that we finished Desert Treasure. That's a hard quest. Desert Treasure and Recipe for Disaster. Some point in the future, I need to check out if the Ancient Spellbook is useful for something that I want to do. I don't know if it really comes up in quests a lot. At least not so far. Maybe for magic training later on. I think one of the AoE blood spells is nice for farming in the Abyss. Second piece of soft clay. No, I don't want that. Okay, I think we're good. Oh wait, multiple runes that cast fire and wind bolt, wave, or blast. Fire bolts, wind bolts. Vitamin camp, please. Thank you. Going south, I think. It seems like a really nice AFK grind over there. Bandits that attack you if you're wearing something Ceradominist. Lazim, what's up? Spare some of your time to help me. What's the matter? It's a sorry tale. I was once an accomplished sculptor. I made statues for the kings, queens, and rulers of Yelnor. There was an accident. I can never hold a chisel again. Struck by my muse while traveling the desert, and I want nothing more than to build a statue in this area. What do you need my help with? I can't hold a chisel, but I can guide you in crafting the statue for me. I need you to quarry the stone for it as well. Sure. What should I be doing to make your statue? There's a stone quarry nearby. Requires several blocks of sandstone to make the statue. Block should be around 32 kilograms for the first one. Can't find a block that big. Bring me enough smaller blocks to make 32 kilograms and I'll deal with it. Okay, I'll get on with it. Cool way to do a mining quest, right? Should have brought the Varrock chest. 2 kilograms. 500 grams of granite, I see. Need some big pieces. Let me see if I can give him partial drops. Okay, so I can give him partial. Oh, I did get a 5 kilogram block. Sure, I'll treasure it. You've been splitting stone into smaller blocks. You're worse at quarrying stone than I expected. Be a dick, dude. 18 more. Okay. Hey, that's everything. I just got a lucky 10 kilogram drop. Oh, some sandstone for you. 8 more. Here you go. 32 kilograms. Enough for the base of the statue. Some chisel to craft it into a base. So carry that. It's huge. Last adventure helped me was carrying around a girl in a barrel. Is that a prerequisite for this quest? It's not. That's funny. Tourist trap, right? Chisel away the block of sandstone and form the statue's base and legs. Made the base of the statue. Nice. What do you want me to do now? Needs a body. 20 kilograms should be enough for you to make it right away. More of those big ones would be great. I'll take a 5 kilogram. Just gave me... Like it uses the alchemy sound effect to mix it together. Chisel it into the body of the statue. Which is it? Okay, it weighs... Sandstone body. Nice. You utter incompetent. Why is this guy such a dick? Chisel the statue a bit more or something. Okay then, that's weird. Ah. Look at all the polygons. Shouldn't have taken this long. What needs is a head. Just head you out of granite, which you can find in the quarry nearby. Whose head? Impress your own artistic vision on it. Whose head do you think it should be on the statue? I've done something like this before. Rebuild a statue in the city of Keldagrim, and then choose whose head should be placed at the top. That's cool. It must be custom dialogue if you've done that questline. Can I use the head I chose for that statue on yours? Do you remember what it looked like? No. Choose something else. Should have a god's head. Worship a god called Icthlarin. It's called Zamorak. I should remember which one you're supposed to be carving. I know some of you adventurers forget things you were told 3 seconds ago. Mine 2 5 kilogram pieces of granite, not sandstone. There's one. One more. Got it. Okay. Chisel one into the head. It's Lauren. Use the head. I know you adventurers. You managed to make the wrong head or something like that. What I'm doing, honest. Yeah, well, look at that head. Fine, fine. At least you did your research. It'll pass. Thanks, dude. What's going on? Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool. Ow, my duodenum. Zima has some explaining to do. What the hell, dude? It's all gone as planned. Planned? Floated the ground into a weird temple. Why had you build a statue? I don't think you're really a sculptor. That's why he's such a dick. No treasure here. No priceless artifacts from the lost ages of Galen or anything like that. I'll give you a share of whatever we find. Where's the treasure? Top of the temple. We've fallen through to the bottom, now have to climb up to the next floor. How do I get further into the temple? Stories I've heard say there are odd doors in the temple that have locks that don't need keys. Use your chisel or pick to take them from the statue. I believe the statue's limbs and not yours. Interesting. Talk to those of you. Take the silver M sigil off the pedestal. Take the metal sigil. It's cold to the touch. Shape of an M. Use your chisel on the statue to get Left arm, right arm, left leg, right leg. This is a fun quest. Go around to the different rooms. Cutscene. I like the old-timey flashback film reel stuff they tried to add here. Curses doesn't work. Interesting. MR. Person got a camel head. Why would Zamorak want a temple? Which I'd never supported him. You've seen sense? You'll join our side? Of course. Interesting. She's some sort of Zamorak mage worshipper. Let's see why they mentioned Zamorak being out in the desert. Speaking of Zamorak, RMK. I assume that's where they're going with that. Alright, man, destroy that evil sorceress and her temple with her. Never have this temple, it belongs to my lord. Oh wow, that bloodburst spell, I think. For Avaraka. That's also ancient magic. Interesting. Interesting stuff, indeed. Climb the ladders and sand piles to unlock secret entrances. Oh, that's cool. Is there ways to get around the world, I guess? Let me go back around and make sure I've used all those. They're all just around this quarry, though. So it's not necessarily a big shortcut across the desert. Cool. All the secret entrances have been found. I want to go to the center now, maybe? Oh, I see. So you place the different level symbols in the locks here. Perfect. There's a pedestal in the room that you're in. Yes, there is. Use your soft play on the pedestal. Let's examine it first. There's a recess on the top shaped like a head. I see. Camel mold. Interesting. Positive clay mold of a camel's head. Oh, it's positive rather than negative. Okay, I got it. Use the chisel and the remaining piece of medium-sized granite to make a clay head. Chisel it to match the mold you made. That's cool. Place the stone head into the hollow. It fits exactly. Another headache. Nice temple, isn't it? Wait, what is this? It's Octhonicos, camel-headed person. You believed me, didn't you? Never deserted my lord. I see. But it's still a Zamorak temple. Yes, kitties. You have to wait another hour or so. Have patience. Talk to Lazim. Well done unlocking those doors. Do you have any problems? I feel like this guy's got to be a Zamorak worshipper, right? Everything went gray. Strange visions. Traps to keep people away from the temple. Thankfully, they didn't send you mad this time. That doesn't sound good. Are we at the top of the temple now? There's another floor above this. You have to go up the ladder in the room in the north. That's easy. Treasure, here I come. There's a magic barrier in the way, and right now it won't let anything through. Another way to get upstairs. The other rooms on this floor must have magical properties. If you solve all the puzzles they present, then how will I know when I've solved them? Oh, it'll be quite obvious. Globes on the pedestal here will light when you've solved the room they correspond to. Oh, like northeast, northwest. Okay. Talk to the frozen knight. Come to torture me again. Look human, but I know you're not. I've heard stories. How you Majorat take any form and use magic to inflict pain without weapons. What? Just as human as you are. I'm a soldier of Avaraka, and I will stand anything. Wounded and I've been so for many years, thanks to the spell you cast on me, and hungry, so very, very hungry. So you know to give him bread. He won't just take any food, though. So the suit, it's really good, I promise. Food you gave me healed my wounds. It also reminded me of my family. Wait, I'm trapped here, but I still remember something of this floor of the temple. Need any hints about the runes nearby? I can give you some help. Might come back to him if it looks like the puzzles are solved. But like, knowing to give him bread is not something I would guess to do. Ice looks 3 feet thick. I don't think I can melt it using a normal fire. So, magic fire. Hence the firebolt runes. That's cool. You can get away with using that more often. Oh yeah, it's dark down here. That's kind of cool. As you walk into the corner there. Investigate each one to see which item to light. Maple log. Candle. Coal. Willow. Oak. Normal log. That's shadow, that makes sense. Smoke. Clear the furnace grate. Need a strong blast of air. Clever. Wouldn't have expected that to work. I can smell stuff here, that's neat. Pass through the magical barrier. It's a bone guard. Leave this temple at once or I'll be forced to attack. Bones that trap me will block your path. Leave before I attack you. Oh god, he does attack. Thank you, kind lady. Now I am free from my imprisonment. No longer need these bones of mine. I'll take 5 big bones. Can I grind them up in the ectofunctus, buddy? Very cool. This is why I need... Interesting. I was wondering, like, why do I need prayer for this if there's no combat? Talk to the bone guard. This place before I'm forced to attack. You should not be here. This is a dangerous place for being such as you. I'm impressed. You seem to have more resilience than those I've fought out before. Because if you don't have protect from melee on, he just fucking kills you. Help me with my predicament. What's wrong? I'm trapped in this form against my will. It's been a long and painful struggle to regain control over my own mind. Who trapped you? So my rival before we came to this world and supported that upstart Zamorak in his quest to be a god. Oh, interesting. Quest to be a god. I didn't realize that Zamorak wasn't always a god. Enakhra, and she's the one who made this accursed temple and the bone guard that I'm trapped in. Will you help me? Do you have any treasure? I was just wondering. Certainly, if you help me, I'll give you a valuable amulet. Enakhra keeps me trapped in this form with magic. I build a wall to keep her trapped over there. Finish building the wall, we might steal her in the temple forever. Okay, I'll start building. Gotta turn off the prayer. Use the sandstone on the wall. Trim the wall with your chisel. Doing some Cask of Amontillado shit. You've done. Wall's finally built. Thank you very much for all your help. I can feel Enakhra's control over me fading. Oh hey, a camel man. For thousands of years, I'm no longer her slave. Take this amulet of mine. What does it do? Allows you to understand the speech of the Ukthanki, my patron animals and other camels. It's also bound to the desert and thus can transport you back to this temple. Interesting. Whoa. She wrecked my wall. I think that's the teleport animation for ancient magics. Or to punish you for destroying his weapon. I'm sure Zaros would be happy to intervene. Oh damn. Spooky skeleton head jerkwads. Be waiting for you in the north, Octhonicos. It's a pleasure to fight you once more. Interesting. Wonder if that's a quest series that they ever completed. 2 quest points. Let me clear some of these. 2 quest points, 7,000 crafting, magic, mining, and fire making XP. Yeah, we did do all those things. Crafting 56. Cool. Diamond necklaces. Oh, that might be important. Let me see what I can make with a diamond necklace. Phoenix necklace. User's hit points drop below 10% in one hit after being above 20%. Players wearing a ring of life. Oh, restores the wearer's hit points by 30% if they drop below 20%, after which they're destroyed. See that being useful for certain things. I have the level up table for crafting and see if I'm within 5 of making something I want, right? I'm 56 now. I'm gonna build a boost to get it. Diamond bracelet is 58. It's an abyssal bracelet. Prevents the player from being skulled and entering the abyss. Oh. Charges used each time the bearer enters the abyss. Okay. Toxic stabs dead. I can't make that. Mahogany pirate ship. You birdhouses. We should figure out birdhouses. Maybe we'll do that Bon Voyage quest after medium diaries are done. It seems like it's like farming, but for Hunter. Hunter XP that you get passively by checking up on it over time. Okay, I got a ways to go until I get another crafting thing I care about. Dragon necklace, I think, is the one I really want. I got the Camulet now. Neat. What do we need it for the diary for? Teleport to Enakhra's camp. Use. There's our medium diary entry. Okay, so the only quests I have remaining for medium diaries are One Small Favor, Eyes of Glaufrey, and then I need to get 61 woodcutting. I should be able to just knock them all out, which I'll probably do next episode. Let's do that hard clue now, and we'll see how much time we have left in the episode. It might just be more woodcutting after that. Alright, clue time. Let me make sure I've got the Arduin cape too, so I can get my prayer back as we do this. Start with that. So Rogue's Den is... should have the games necklace. Whoops. Need a spade too. Almost forgot. Rub. Birthwork, please. Here you go. How many natural fires burn in Rogue's Den? These are natural fires that torches don't count? Okay. Spot on. Southwest of the Karazi jungle. To need my thingy machete. Oh shit, actually I think I need to have that thing in order to get through. I guess I could pop into Shiloh Village real quick. Yeah, there's like some item I need to have in my inventory in order to get into the jungle. One small favor next episode, get my bank space back. It's going to be great. MS notes. Yep, that's right. Yeah, axe too. I don't think I ever realized that. Okay. Let's see. Yes, Ben, I know you're dying. Starving to death. Never eaten before. Safe spotting, hooray! Could probably flick this, but I have enough prayer now that I can just kind of leave it on and then make sure I stop it. The monastery every time. Hopefully he drops an interesting battle staff and not another water battle staff. I think I have 3 water battle staffs. Take 45 death runes. That's cool. Clue step. Wilderness. This is the one from before. West of the Wilderness Agility course. Actually, no, I think it's close to the one from before. It's not quite that one. The one we had before was actually in the Agility course. Okay. Clue shed only then. So I can always make it back to the bank. So we need the clue scroll and a spade, and that's it? Oh, no, it's beginners. That's why I'm confused, okay. And a knife to get through the webs. That's all I need to bring. Oh wait, no, I need to bring more than that because there's going to be a wizard. Shoot. Don't want to die while I'm out there. So I should only bring stuff that I'm okay with losing. I forgot to stop and get my prayer back, of course I did. So I can get back the green dragon d'hide body, get back the Ava's accumulator, get back the bone bolts and the Dorgishan crossbow. Amulet of power is a little more annoying. Get back a mirror shield. Let's see about my weaker ranged gear here. D'hide chaps, fan braces. Technically I can get back the Barrow's gloves, even though that would suck to have to do. I haven't had ranged headgear in a minute. Coif, I guess? Bring up anti-poison potion. A couple tuna potatoes, just in case. Should be good with that, hopefully. Any old boots I can bring? Alright, please don't die. Please just nail it on the first try without having to think about it. Let me try to jump to a less populated server too. Conserve my run energy for when I'm actually in the wilderness. Boo, wilderness clue steps. I remember the spade. Just for a second there I was like, I bet I forgot it, didn't I? Okay, it's west of the agility course. It's not any western agility course. Good to know. When I came to this course the first time and I went all the way through the whole wilderness and like through this really dangerous area with all these enemies and no healing, I should have died there. This might be when I finally die. Close to 400 hours played. There's ice warriors and ice giants. That's great. I don't think I'm going to be able to safe spot this one. Oh, it's only a Zamorak wizard. They're not as bad. I don't even think they have a melee. I think I should have remembered that from before. Oh well. I think you only get Zamorak with wizards in the wilderness. That wasn't so bad. No interesting drop, though. Another clue. Small island. Probably going to be another Saradomin wizard. Okay, let's get out of here before some jerk shows up to kill us. Okay, I think we're okay now. Safe now. Guessing I cannot safe spot over that rock, but I'll give it a try here in a sec. Yeah, I don't think it's happening. Actually, I wonder if I can do it over the... He won't cross the fairy ring? That's interesting. No battle staff drops. Alright, what do we got? Hey, casket. Alright, moment of truth. What do we get? 131,000 gold. Okay, so we got rune plate legs, rune battle axe, purple sweets, which I think are actually kind of important because they're the only food in the entire game that stacks. We're gonna hold on to those. 12 sharks and another rune kite shield. So, fortunately, nothing very exciting, but you know, cool stuff. And then like the black d'hide body, stuff that we wouldn't have an easy time getting otherwise. Okay. Let's see, we got an hour and 20 minutes left. I need to get 61 woodcutting, so we'll go ahead and wrap the episode with 61 woodcutting real quick. And then next episode, I think we'll just go ahead and open with one small favor. Maybe do Eyes of Glaufrey after that. Should have 61 woodcutting by then, so then I'll be able to finish all the remaining medium diaries: Desert, Fremennik, Western, and Wilderness. Although I think Western involves more chompy bird hunting, which not the biggest fan of. It's not particularly fun or interesting. Hey, it's a genie. That's cool. Thank you. Herb lore. There's Woodcutting 61. Now chop with the Dragon Axe. The only change at 61? That makes me nervous about the medium Wilderness diary. Why would I need 61? I guess I could farm for a Dragon Axe in Wintertod, but... Chop yew logs from an... Chop some yew logs from an int. Filling up my inventory, and then I think we're going to wrap this episode. Next episode we'll have One Small Favor, Eyes of Glaufrey, a tour on Medium Diaries, and then we got to start finding some other way to pick quests. I'll figure something out. Actually, no, while I'm looking at it, like, the hard diaries might be feasible. I guess there's a couple things that are questionable, like needing 65 rune crafting. That's actually probably the most questionable thing. Everything else is very close to overlapping with the QuestScape requirements. So maybe we'll do hard diaries? I don't know. Alright, thanks for watching, folks. One Small Favor, Eyes of Glaufrey, Medium Diaries, and continuing the work on quests towards the QuestScape. Recipe for Disaster was honestly our biggest single goal, and it took us over 100 hours, something like that. So now I think we can just kind of go nuts with questing. I might try to get a little bit further ahead of Tears of Guthix this week, so I'm not like rushing to do it right on Wednesday when it resets for me. So I'll look into that. In any case, though, see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye. Feed my cats before they bite my head off. You're probably wondering why there's still time left in this episode. It's because I decided that I completely forgot to go buy more grapes. So I'm going to fast forward buy grapes. But all that stuff I said is still relevant. It's probably just going to fast forward to the end of the grape buying, and then that'll be it. I'll see it. I'll see you next time. Okay, grapes purchase. Let's do some math here before we wrap the episode. I need 20,676 jugs of wine now to get to 95 to get to 90 cooking. 95 is way more than that. If I can get about 700 per trip here. Well, actually, let me subtract the ones that I already have. I need 18,842 left. If I can get about 700 per run through of every world, I need to do this about 27 more times. Times 25 minutes. It's going to take 11 hours. Man, the difference in like significant content per second once you pass 70, and I think basically any stat. I mean, granted, this would be way faster if I had access to the Grand Exchange. I was just buying a giant stack of grapes, but I'd also be buying them for literally like 105 times the cost that I'm paying for them from the Culinaromancer's chest. So yeah, shit's wild. We still have several hours left of jug filling if we want to go all the way to 95, but I'm seriously considering trying to boost once we hit 90. Making 27 pies might be rough because I think the boost only lasts for like 60 seconds, and we have to fish for it. So maybe we could do like 91, and that gives us a slightly higher chance of getting the right boost and it lasting long enough to cook all the pies that we need to make. I think what we'll do is I'll continue to let the live split timer run whenever we do this, but this isn't really necessary for the quest cape. It's only necessary for the Tin Man, payback the agility pies project. So I think what we'll do is I'll keep track of how many hours I spend total on getting cooking above 70, and then once we finish the quest cape, just announce this is how many hours it actually took. Because I think other than this bullshit we're doing right now, and I guess also other than some thieving training that we've done to get Ranar seeds for money to do other things, like, we've been pretty efficient so far as only doing tasks that make it easier or directly result in XP gain to skills that are needed for the quest cape anyway. So that's all. What I said, next episode, one small favor, Eyes of Glaufrey. See you then. Bye.